Most people spend months and thousands of dollars building a business that potentially nobody wants or needs. The business idea will not solve a problem. I'm going to show you how to validate your business idea in 7 days without spending a single dollar. By the end of this week, you'll know if your idea has real potential or if you should pivot before wasting time and money. I've used this exact process to validate multiple business ideas. Some passed the test and became profitable. Others failed validation, and I killed them before they killed my bank account. Today, I'm walking you through the complete 7-day validation framework, day by day, step by step, everything you need to do. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Scott Lindsay. I'm a former Chief Risk Officer and CFO who's built successful businesses from scratch. I've also killed plenty of ideas that didn't pass validation, and I'm glad I did. If you're thinking about starting a business, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Every week, I share strategies that help you start smarter and avoid expensive mistakes. And if you find this 7-day framework valuable, smash that like button. It helps other aspiring entrepreneurs find this information. All right, let's talk about why validation matters before I give you the day-by-day framework. Here's the brutal truth about business ideas. Most of them fail not because the execution was bad, but because there was never real demand in the first place. Entrepreneurs fall in love with their ideas. They think it's brilliant, they're sure customers will love it. So they quit their job, invest their savings, spend 6 months building, and launch to crickets. Nobody buys, nobody cares, the idea dies. I've seen this story play out dozens of times, and I've almost done it myself. I had an idea for a mobile auto mechanic business. Service on the fly, it would come to you. I was convinced it would be huge. I spent 3 months building a prototype. I invested a lot of money in development. When I finally showed it to potential customers, their response was lukewarm at best. Nobody was excited. Nobody pulled out their credit card. Nobody said, "When can I start using this?" I'd built something nobody wanted badly enough to pay for. That taught me a critical lesson. Validate demand before you build anything. Validation means proving that real people with real money actually want to solve the problem you're solving, and they want to solve it badly enough to pay you. You're not asking people, "Would you buy this?" People lie about that. They say yes to be nice. You're looking for evidence that people are actively trying to solve this problem right now, that they're frustrated with current solutions, that they're willing to pay money for something better. And you can test all of this in 7 days without spending money. Here's how. Day 1. Define your idea with brutal clarity. Most business ideas are too vague to validate. I'm going to start a consulting business. I'm going to sell handmade products. I'm going to create an app. That's not specific enough. You need to answer 5 questions with precision. Question 1. Who exactly is your customer? Not everyone. Not small businesses. Not women. Be specific. Example. My customer is female entrepreneurs in Canada who run service-based businesses making between $100,000 and $500,000 in annual revenue. That's specific. That's a targetable group. Question 2. What specific problem are you solving for them? What keeps them up at night? What are they struggling with? What frustrates them? Example. They're overwhelmed by bookkeeping and taxes. They don't understand their numbers. They're worried they're overpaying taxes or missing deductions. Notice I'm not saying what I think the problem is. I'm describing a problem I've heard real people complain about. Question 3. What solution are you offering? Be specific about what you're selling. Example. I'm offering a monthly bookkeeping and tax planning service specifically for female entrepreneurs. I handle all bookkeeping, provide monthly financial reports, and create a year-end tax strategy to minimize taxes legally. Not vague, specific deliverables. Question 4. What makes your solution different or better than what already exists? Every problem you want to solve probably has existing solutions, competitors, alternatives, DIY options. Why would someone choose you? Example. Unlike traditional accountants who only look backward at last year's taxes, I provide monthly financial guidance and proactive tax planning so my clients always know where they stand. That's a clear differentiation. Question 5. What's your business model? How do you make money? What do you charge? Example. Monthly retainer of $500 per client, or one-time project fee of $2,000, or 20% commission on sales. Be specific even if you're not certain yet. You can adjust, but you need a starting hypothesis. Spend day 1 writing clear answers to all 5 questions. 1 page, 5 paragraphs. Crystal clear. This is your validation hypothesis. You're going to test whether this hypothesis is true. Day 2. Research if the problem actually exists and if people are trying to solve it. You need evidence that this problem is real and that people care about solving it. Here's where you look. All of this is free. First, online forums and communities. Go to Reddit. Search for subreddits related to your target customer. If you're targeting small business owners, find the entrepreneur subreddit, the small business subreddit, industry-specific subreddits. Read posts from the last 3 months. What are people complaining about? What questions do they ask repeatedly? What problems are they struggling to solve? If you see your problem mentioned frequently, that's validation. If you never see it mentioned, that's a red flag. Second, Facebook groups. Search for Facebook groups where your target customers hang out. Join 5 to 10 groups. Spend an hour reading posts. Are people talking about the problem you want to solve? Are they asking for recommendations? Are they frustrated with current solutions? Take screenshots. Document what you find. Third, LinkedIn. Search for your target customer on LinkedIn. Look at what they're posting. What are they sharing? What are they commenting on? If you're targeting CFOs, search for CFO and read their recent posts. What challenges are they discussing? Fourth, Google Trends. Go to Google Trends. Search for keywords related to your problem. Is search volume increasing, flat, or decreasing? If it's increasing, that means more people are looking for solutions. Good sign. If it's decreasing, people are losing interest in this problem. Bad sign. Fifth, competitor research. Google your solution. Who else is offering something similar? If you find 0 competitors, that's actually a bad sign. It usually means there's no market. If there was real demand, someone would be serving it. If you find competitors, that's validation. Now look at them closely. Do they have customers? Read their reviews. Are customers happy? What do they complain about? Those complaints are your opportunity. Spend all of day 2 researching. You should end the day with a document that says, yes, this problem exists and people are actively looking for solutions, or no, I can't find evidence of real demand. If you can't find evidence, stop. Don't proceed. Your idea failed validation. That's okay. Better to know now than after investing months. Day 3. Find and talk to 10 potential customers. This is the most important day of the entire process. You're going to have actual conversations with real potential customers. Not a survey, not a poll, conversations. Here's how to find people to talk to for free. Option 1, your existing network. Make a list of everyone you know who fits your target customer profile. Friends, former colleagues, LinkedIn connections, people in your Facebook groups. Send them a message. Hey, I'm exploring a business idea and I'd love your input. Can I ask you 5 questions? It'll take 10 minutes. I'm not selling anything. I'm just doing research. Most people will say yes. Option 2, LinkedIn outreach. Find people on LinkedIn who match your target customer profile. Send connection requests with a personal note. Hi, I'm researching challenges that CFOs face, and I'd love to get your perspective. Would you be open to a brief call? I'm not selling anything, just gathering insights. About 20% will respond. You need 10 conversations, so reach out to 50 people. Option 3, Facebook groups and Reddit. Post in relevant groups. Hey everyone, I'm researching common challenges in this industry. If anyone's willing to chat for 10 minutes about your biggest frustrations, I'd really appreciate it. Happy to buy you a virtual coffee. You'll get responses. Now here's what you ask in these conversations, these 5 questions. Question 1, what's your biggest challenge related to the problem area you're exploring? Let them talk, don't lead them, don't describe your solution, just listen. Question 2, how are you currently trying to solve this problem? This tells you what you're competing against. Are they using a competitor, doing it themselves, ignoring it? Question 3, what don't you like about your current solution? These are pain points your solution could address. Question 4, if there was a solution that did XYZ, would that be valuable to you? Now you can describe your idea, but frame it as a hypothetical. Watch their reaction. Are they excited? Do their eyes light up? Do they lean in? Or are they polite but unenthusiastic? Question 5, what would you be willing to pay for something like that? This is critical. If they say, I don't know, or I'd have to think about it, they're not going to buy. If they give you a number, even a low one, that's validation. They've mentally assigned value. After 10 conversations, you'll know. You'll have a gut feeling. Did people get excited? Did they say, I need this? Did they ask when you're launching? Or were they polite but lukewarm? If 8 out of 10 conversations were enthusiastic, you've got something. If most were meh, you probably don't. Day 4, create a simple landing page describing your offer. Now you're going to create the simplest possible sales page, and you're going to do it for free. Use a free tool like Carrot, Google Sites, or Notion. You can build a one-page site in 2 hours. Your landing page needs 5 elements. Element 1, a clear headline that describes the problem you solve. Example, overwhelmed by bookkeeping and taxes? We handle everything so you can focus on growing your business. Element 2, a description of who it's for and what you offer. 3 to 4 sentences. We help female entrepreneurs in Canada manage their bookkeeping and minimize taxes. You get monthly financial reports, expert tax planning, and peace of mind. No more spreadsheet stress. Element 3, 3 bullet points of benefits. Never miss a deduction. Always know your numbers. Pay the lowest legal tax bill. Element 4, pricing. Yes, include a price even though you haven't launched. $500 per month or starting at $1,000. Be specific. Why? Because price is the ultimate validation. Anyone can say they like an idea. Fewer people commit when they see a price. Element 5, a call to action. Not buy now. You have nothing to sell yet. Instead, join the waitlist or get early access or reserve your spot. Include a simple email sign-up form. You can use a free tool like MailChimp, Google Forms, or Tally. That's it. 1 page, 5 elements. Build it in 2 hours. Don't overthink design. Simple and clear beats fancy and confusing. Day 5, drive traffic to your landing page for free. Now you need to get eyeballs on your page. You're testing. Does anyone care enough to give you their email? Here's how to drive free traffic. Tactic 1, post in relevant Facebook groups. Share your landing page in the groups you joined on day 2. Frame it as I built this solution for people struggling with X problem. If that's you, check it out and let me know what you think. Some groups don't allow promotion. That's fine. Message individual members who've posted about the problem. Tactic 2, share on LinkedIn. Write a post about the problem you're solving and why you're building a solution. Link to your landing page. I'm building a bookkeeping service for female entrepreneurs because I kept hearing how overwhelmed people are with financial admin. If that's you, I'd love your feedback. Tag people who might be interested. Tactic 3, Reddit posts. Find relevant subreddits. Post thoughtfully. Don't spam. Provide value first. I see a lot of posts here about bookkeeping struggles. I'm building a service to help with this. Here's what I'm thinking. Would love your thoughts. Link to your page. Tactic 4, direct outreach. Email or message the 10 people you talked to on day 3. Hey, thanks for your input earlier. I've created a landing page based on what I learned. Would you mind taking a look and letting me know if this resonates? Tactic 5, your personal network. Share on your personal social media. I'm exploring a business idea. If you know anyone who struggles with X problem, I'd appreciate you sharing this with them. Your goal for day 5 is to get at least 100 people to visit your landing page. If you can't get 100 people to click a free link, you're going to have a really hard time getting people to buy from you later. Day 6, analyze your results and try to get pre-orders. By day 6, you have data. How many people visited your landing page? How many signed up for your waitlist? Here's how to interpret the results. If you got 100 visitors and 10 or more signups, that's strong validation. 10% conversion is excellent for a simple landing page. If you got 100 visitors and 2 or 3 signups, that's okay. It means some people are interested, but your messaging might need work or the demand isn't as strong as you hoped. If you got 100 visitors and 0 signups, your idea failed validation. People looked and weren't interested enough to even give you an email. Now here's where you go next level. Email everyone who signed up. Thank them. Then ask if they'd be willing to pre-purchase at a discount. Hey, thanks for your interest in our bookkeeping service. We're launching next month. To thank early supporters, I'm offering the first month at 50% off, just $250 instead of $500. Would you like to reserve a spot? Include a payment link. You can use PayPal, Stripe, or even e-transfer in Canada.
If people actually pay you money before you've fully built the service, that's ultimate validation. Money is truth. Everything else is opinion.
Your goal is to get at least 3 pre-orders by end of day 6. If you can get 3 people to pay you before you've even launched, you have a business.
Day 7, make your go or no-go decision. You've spent 6 days testing. Now you decide, do you move forward or kill the idea? Here's my framework for the decision. Green light. Move forward if you got all of these signals. You found clear evidence of the problem in online communities and forums. 8 out of 10 customer conversations were enthusiastic. Your landing page converted at least 5% of visitors to signups. You got at least 1 pre-order, ideally 3 or more. If you hit all 4 criteria, build this business. You've validated demand. Yellow light. Proceed with caution if you got mixed signals. You found some evidence of the problem, but not overwhelming. Customer conversations were mixed. Some excited, some lukewarm.
Your landing page converted 2 to 4%. No pre-orders, but several people said they'd buy when you launch. This means there might be something here, but it needs refinement. Spend another week iterating. Talk to more people. Adjust your offer. Test again.
Red light. Kill the idea if you got these signals. You couldn't find much evidence of people discussing the problem online.
Customer conversations were polite but unenthusiastic. Your landing page converted under 2% or got 0 signups. Nobody would pre-purchase.
This idea failed validation. Don't build it. You'll waste time and money on something people don't want. Kill it now and move to a different idea. And here's the critical mindset. A failed validation is not a failure. It's a success. You just saved yourself months of wasted effort and thousands of wasted dollars. That's a win. Let me give you a real example from my own experience.
A few years ago, I had an idea for a subscription service for small business risk assessments, monthly risk reports for entrepreneurs. I went through this exact 7-day process. Day 1, I defined the idea clearly. Day 2, I researched online. I found some discussion of risk management, but not much enthusiasm. Day 3, I talked to 10 small business owners. Only 2 were genuinely interested. The rest said it sounds useful, but I probably wouldn't pay for it. Day 4, I built a landing page. Day 5, I drove 120 people to it. I got 3 email signups, 2.5% conversion. Day 6, I reached out to those 3 people to ask about pre-ordering. All 3 said not right now. Day 7, I killed the idea. It took me 7 days and $0 to learn that nobody wanted to pay for monthly risk reports. Compare that to spending 3 months building the service, investing $5,000, and launching to nobody. Validation saved me. Now let me address common objections. Objection 1. What if my idea is too new or innovative? People won't understand it until they see it. I hear this a lot, and sometimes it's true. Revolutionary products do require education. But here's my response. If you can't explain the value in simple terms that get people nodding their heads, your idea is probably too complicated to sell. Even revolutionary products solve existing problems in new ways. The iPhone solved problems people already had, making phone calls, sending messages, browsing the web. It just did it better. You should be able to articulate the problem you solve and have people say, yes, I have that problem. If nobody recognizes the problem, you're going to have a very hard time selling. Objection 2. 7 days isn't enough time to really validate an idea. You're right. 7 days isn't perfect validation, but it's enough to filter out obviously bad ideas. Think of this as a first pass filter. If your idea can't get traction in 7 days of focused effort, it's probably not going to get traction in 7 months. You can always do more validation after the initial 7 days, but this gives you enough signal to decide whether to invest more time. Objection 3. I can't get pre-orders because I don't have anything to sell yet. You don't need a finished product to get pre-orders. You need a clear description of what you'll deliver and when. Tesla took pre-orders for the Model 3 years before they delivered a single car. You're not asking people to buy something that doesn't exist. You're asking them to reserve a spot at a discount for something that will exist soon. If people won't pre-order at a discount, they probably won't buy at full price later either. All right, here's your action plan. Pick your business idea. Block out time for the next 7 days. Follow this framework exactly. Don't skip days. Don't rush through. Do each step thoroughly. By day 7, you'll have real data. You'll know whether to proceed or pivot, and you'll have done it without spending any money. If you found this framework valuable, I need 3 things from you. First, smash that like button. It tells YouTube that this video helps people and gets it shown to more aspiring entrepreneurs. Second, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Every single week, I release practical strategies to help you start and grow your business smarter. Third, download my free business validation checklist. It's a day-by-day worksheet with every question to ask, every research source to check, and every metric to track. Link is in the description. Completely free. Drop a comment and tell me what business idea you're going to validate this week. I read every comment and I'll cheer you on or give you feedback. Next week, I'm releasing a video on how to get your first 10 paying customers in 30 days. This is what you do immediately after validation succeeds. You need to watch that. Remember, most businesses fail because they build something nobody wants. Don't be like most businesses. Validate first, build second. I'm Scott Lindsay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.